think when I first came on the show, I said that's never going to work. I kind of parroted some of the network and studio reactions to certain responses, and Joel and Bob had a certain knowledge that it works. And I mean, they say not good, never boring, and
that's their motto.
I don't know, that's their motto.
When we first worked together a long time ago, 13 or 14 years ago, on the last season of Falcon Crest, a review in some paper said Falcon Crest this year is not good, but it's never boring. And we didn't take that as an insult. We took that as a goal.
Let's see, right there, go back. So I need to put, before all that, I need a jack shot. Right after he gets shot, you need a jack shot. And I love all these really close shots. That's how I always imagined it. You're right in with them. When people watch a show, it's 40 minutes, it goes by really quickly, and they don't realize how long it takes. And it's been probably a good month. By the time it's all said and done, this 40 minutes took 1 month of work by probably close to 200 people, 15 days of intensive shooting, most of them over 12 hours. That's what it takes to put a television show out.
The following documentary takes place between March 24th and April 30th, during the final 2 episodes of the season.
This is our first pre-production meeting, which happens once we get the 2 scripts. And we have...
No, don't get me started.
We have episodes 23, 24 in our hands. This is episode 24. It's a red one. It's red because you can't photocopy it, so no one can pass it around. It's also numbered. See, this one says 24, and then mine says 10. So if somehow it gets out, they can find out whose script it was and make sure it doesn't happen again. The actual last scene isn't in here yet. We actually save that till we absolutely have to. And then we give it out to the people that need to know to keep it, again, as secret as possible. And we go through the script scene by scene, and every department here is represented. These are the heads of every department, the keys, as they're called, of every department. And they'll ask questions all specific to what they need to do, props, vehicles, wardrobe, whatever it may be.
Episode 24. 2401. War over the skies of Turkey. 2411. Kingsley's office. Eve is showing Kingsley what they've got. Kingsley's not happy, and so he terminates her.
What if we use that as a reveal and he's already shot her?
That's cooler. I like that. It's way better. More surprises. Surprises.
Reveal.
Not enough surprises. 24. Lots of surprises.
2424, exterior building rooftop. This is all going to change now.
Basically, just so you fill you in, it's not written yet, but what we're leaning towards in the action scene is that they're there by themselves. They don't have CTU's help. CTU can't get there in time, can't mobilize in time, whatever the reasons are. He goes in, it gets ugly. He escapes. There's three guys, 4 guys. Jack takes him out one at a time. Hollywood Bowl has enough different areas that he could keep getting one guy at a time. By the time he takes out the 3rd guy, it's taxing on his heart. Just after he takes out the 3rd guy, he has a heart attack and is lying there useless. And of course, Kingsley walks up, has his little bad guy saying, puts a gun to his head and is about to pop him, where out of nowhere comes a helicopter with a sniper and CTU or whatever. There's so many places we could put guys, and suddenly there's CTU guys everywhere, and they pop Kingsley. Hey, guys, we have to figure it all out. We have to go there and spend a day there.
Are these guys kind of like we had at Universal? They're not SWAT, they're not commandos, they're just in...
These guys are hired guns.
But they're, I mean...
No, we're talking about Kingsley's guys.
I understand
Kingsley's
that's what I'm
guys,
asking. I mean, are they just in like leather and jeans and then they just have their rifles and sniper rifles and machine guns and...
Yeah, pretty well. Pretty well that kind of look. Although I'm not sure if they'd be in jeans, but not necessarily.
Trying to blend into where they actually are.
No, they're executive thugs.
I know that, but when you say Hollywood Bowl,
They don't look like ushers.
they're not. All right.
Where they gonna hide?
We should re-examine this whole scene. Do we really want to end this year with Jack on his back going in an ambulance?
I think this is really negotiable. They give him some TCP.
I think this meeting's over.
I'm more scared now.
Yeah, me too.
I was this much scared before, now I'm this much scared. I don't know what we can do without a script. Not a lot.
At this point in time, I'm not sure it's worth going to look at the hospital.
Exactly.
Anything.
I think what would be great is look at the hospital, but look at Hollywood Bowl again.
Yeah, but I can't have him saying, well, we'll see.
No, we
He's
can't.
got to get me the Hollywood Bowl and the conversation.
Well,
I don't care if he offers his children up.
I
He's
think
got to get it for me at this point.
we don't even know what we want yet at the Hollywood Bowl, and that's what he's asking for.
Yeah, but you know what? We never know what we want when we want a location. We want everything. Yeah, just the only thing that worries me from this meeting is it just shows us how ill-prepared we are. So this is a location scout. We have an itinerary. We're going to go look at alternatives for the Hollywood Bowl. We have 15 days of prep to do 2 episodes. So that's 7.5 days per episode. And we have 7.5 days per episode to shoot complete. And of course, you can start preliminary prep. You can do a few things before you have a full script, but until you have a full script with every scene fleshed out, every word written, it's really difficult to do a complete prep. It's a little tight right now, but it'll all come together. You have no idea where you are. You're behind Kingsley and his guys. You come around like this. And then you start to see the seats. That's pretty cool.
We wanted to shoot at the Hollywood Bowl, which is a landmark in LA, and our scene involves gunfire, helicopters. So basically they don't feel that it's something they want to be part of because of that, because of what's happening in the world today.
All right, here's where they meet. He looks up, he's not there, so now he looks at this guy, and he just says, get rid of her. And he turns around. As he turns around, this guy goes to shoot her. Jack pops up, or this guy flies. He goes, what the hell? He looks up, boom, it's Jack, who starts shooting at him. He goes, kabang, kabang, fire, fire, kill, 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 kill. I need to give her enough time to get the hell out.
Right.
Right, boom, 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 shots all around him. He goes flying into here, bam, 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 bam. He's got a gun, but he keeps picking him off. He looks at this guy, Jack's shooting everybody, and she's running. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
She better be in sensible shoes. Can we get into that tower by any chance?
Do you need to get in there now?
Be nice. Well, as I'm saying, if you look here, like some place like that is really cool for me. You know, that you see through the fence and through the trees and you just see the hint of the arches without giving the whole thing away. Take all the references of where it is out of the script and just kind of, you know, and you make that big reveal with Kingsley coming around that corner and you, boom, this is where you are. This is better than the Hollywood Bowl. So sometimes things work out. You know, they're just running through here, you do some golf cart stuff, run, 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 and they're going through here, and you know, he's pulling Sherry, and when they get to here like this guy just comes out of nowhere and pow, just plows Jack. Fight, 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 and then you cheat yourself back out.
Back out into the arena.
You know, boom, 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 the fight continues out here, so you got that in the background, you got all this, although again, everything from the other side. So we stay on one side. The last run up the stairs for Kiefer, he grabs him, you know, he falls, he grabs his head, smashes him, now he's like, Sherry's back in there somewhere, so you don't have to deal with her. It's better if you don't have to deal with her.
I see the fight's dragged them out here and she's been left behind, okay.
He's having his heart attack. He sees him, looks at the gun. Oh, fuck. He starts. He's coming towards him. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Going for the gun. And he can't get there. And he looks at him, and his chest just goes. We liked the Coliseum, and you know, we want it for 2 days, I think. The Coliseum in the surrounding area, but they have to come back to us and say, this is the price, and then we have to see if that fits into our budget. And if it doesn't, well, we're At this point, back to square one. We're back right here. We're back right here looking for another place. The official last script of the season. Before we start, too, I know everyone's been talking about the ending. Some people know about the surprise ending, some people don't. There's been some rumors. We have it here. It's in here. I'll explain it to you so everyone will now know what the final ending is. All right, so here's the deal, okay? Can we actually close the doors, please? We need to keep this incredibly secret. All right, so some people know the ending, or they think they know the ending, and we've had a couple of fake stories out just to keep you all on your toes. So if you thought you know the ending, you're wrong. That wasn't the ending. All those people that I told the story to, I lied. This is now the ending. Okay, it's in these pages. Before I give it to you, let me explain to you what it is. We'll ask any questions, and then you can read it for yourself. After the press conference, he goes down into his limo. There's a lot of people there. He shakes some hands. He gets in his limo. He drives a bit, and then you reveal there's someone sitting beside him. And that someone is Nina. Nina is sitting with the president. They have a conversation, and you find out that she was in on it all the time, and so was the president. From that point, you cut out to the desert, and there's a parachute. And you follow the parachute, you follow the strings, and it's George. And George parachuted out, and he's still alive, and he's sitting there, still alive. So that's our ending. So, that's our ending. Any questions? Okay.
The radiation poison.
Now tell us the
There it
truth.
is. That is the truth.
How did you get away from that?
You made that up last night with your kid at
I
the
did.
paintball
That's the
table.
ending. Michael?
Lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying.
April Fools. Good try.
As you all know, we've prepped this thing with very little information, late scripts. There's a lot of changes going on, so there's liable to be mistakes all through the process here. So anything you think of, any questions you have, please jump in, ask, because the chances are
Feel free.
we haven't thought
Anytime.
about it, or we haven't thought it all the way through. So we need everybody's help to make it as good as we
Patch up
can
the
and
holes.
survive it. Okay.
Action.
Fine. Let's do this.
This is a scene with Kingsley, and he talks to Sherry about the meeting with Hewitt at the Coliseum.
Just you and Alex. Sherry Palmer and whoever else she's involved in this thing with will not leave there alive. And then I'll be heading out of the country. Time to roll things up around here for the time being.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You've already done so much already.
Tobin, just let's see your hand come around and get the knife, because I got one camera on the knife, which is really neat.
It's in.
Okay, and then boom, great. Tobin, if you can, when you kill her, you're kind of looking at her and looking down. I just want to see your eye. So look straight ahead. Just when you can do whatever with her, but then when you actually do it,
Expose myself.
yeah, I just want to see I just want to see that eye.
Tobin, can we just see you at your final position right before what he hugs her? Okay, copy that. Shh, guys, quiet, please.
As soon as it slides down, we go to find the knife. Now, that's a little hidden by your jacket.
Do you have something right here? What's going on there?
As soon as we feel that motion, John,
Yeah?
we want to go right to the knife before she goes down, okay? See that?
I see
There's the
that.
focus on the knife.
So when I get the knife out, I'll bring it around.
Yeah, actually, this is pretty good though. The way you have it now.
It's just
You don't need to really spin her. Okay. Now, once we've established a knife, she starts to drop down. We go to her face. She drops out of frame, and we end on Tobin. All right. And we're doing the whole thing again from the top. Even this move.
Guy ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay, roll sound, please.
Spit. A marks.
And
And then I'll be heading out of the country. Time to roll things up around here for the time being.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You've already done so much already. But I'll be seeing you soon. I am enormously grateful.
Unlike some television, on our show, we really like to find what the scene's about and find the layer and find the subtleties. And you don't usually do it on the first take. You have to get into the scene a little bit and try to find the real heart of the scene. And sometimes it's on the page and sometimes it's not, and sometimes you find it and sometimes you don't. But what's fun is the creative process of trying to find it and trying to find the heart of the scene.
One of the biggest challenges we have on 24, the cinematography department, is transitioning naturally from dawn into day, and then at the other end of the spectrum, we do it twice each season, going from daylight into dusk. And the scene we just shot takes place at 6:05, I think, in the morning, and the sun has already risen, and so we're playing these as hard sunlight coming through here. And we have to warm these lights up considerably to match the natural sunset, which we're cheating for sunrise. So the color temperature is being pushed towards warm. We gradually take the gels off as the scenes move progressively into this particular episode. As it starts to get 6:15, 6:20, we'll take it back to more normal color temperature. This is right here is called a translite. There's probably 12 separate shots that were taken to make this translite. It's about 130 feet long and 20 feet high. It indicates to us that we're high up in a corporate office building downtown in LA. It certainly sells the idea of it, and then it's just our job to make the light appropriate.
Dead, 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 fired. We look at this wall and this balance of colors. This is like Jack's world, the Warner world. We get into CTU. I mean, people that all have to balance against each other for long periods of time, so that you don't end up in the same color gray on a character. They're just trying to keep balance on everybody. You gotta like what they have on, because I'm gonna be living with it. I mean, it's like, I would love to say, oh, gee, I didn't like that. Next week I'm gonna put her in something different. I've gotta live with it. So if I make a mistake, I live with it for a long time. Like on Kim alone, on Kim's pink top, she wore this top for quite a long time. I think there's like 12 of them, because if they're bloody, they're not bloody, we go back and reshoot inserts. We have to have clean versions of it, but there's like different levels of it. We work with the art director. We want to know what color the interiors of the cars are, what color are the walls so heads aren't floating. I do have a monochromatic tone to a lot of stuff, so it doesn't, clothes aren't popping out at you. I mean, I don't use a lot of white, I don't use a lot of red, I don't use a lot of black unless the character calls for it. We have what I call a plethora of thugs every episode, so trying to balance them so they all don't look like the guys in jeans and leather jackets, trying to come up with creative new looks on different types of people. It's a challenge on a weekly basis. I'm eating ice cream and you're taking pictures of me. I'm tired, I've been here since 5:30 this morning. You're killing me. People want a perfect fit. I come out and throw one. What do you want to know?
This is a real one. Things change here probably minute to minute, hour to hour. This particular script has been rewritten and changed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and we're only on the second day of filming. In these 2 episodes here, we're going to use SR9T sniper rifles, MP5, Uzi pistol. This is called a Tech 9. This is a rubber MP5, the longer barrel, the Mac 10, Mac 11, and these are for the stuntmen when they're taking falls and doing things with the guns. We'll give them one of these to do the fall so they don't hurt themselves or the guns. So there'll be about 15 or 20 fully automatic weapons in the finale. That'll be the Coliseum, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving the whole
Yeah,
way.
that could even work.
Yeah, I had only actually heard about the Hollywood Bowl as an idea till after I knew we were shooting here. And personally, I just think this is better. The scope of the stadium is huge. It's also feels much more open in an odd sort of way, even though there's areas where you can hide, which you can't at the Hollywood Bowl. Which we obviously need to be able to do. Once you're actually out here, you feel incredibly vulnerable. The whole leg thing and that, the only reason why you can't draw the gun is because they're both locked.
Yeah.
All of that should be locked. The only times you'll ever express any pain or anything to do with a heart attack is in a moment of their separation.
In between, right.
Is trying to re-gauge, you know, if we're circling, he's like that.
Yeah.
But any time that they're actually
doing it, they're doing
it.
Yeah.
Anytime they're like
right.
like that, it's
You're in
complete
it.
focus, eye to eye. Boom, boom. And it's just, these moves were all just wicked fast.
Yeah.
So it was like,
yeah, it was just so
boom, boom, boom,
fast.
boom, boom,
Yeah.
like that. We've got this weekend coming up.
Oh yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Start working it out.
Yeah.
That's why I've done this, because I want it to be more than on the day here. You punch here, you punch here.
Yeah.
I think we can make this something, and amazingly enough, we haven't really done one. I mean, we did the thing at the auto yard, which was 2 quick hits. That's really all we've done this year for you in physical fights. We've really done nothing. So this would be interesting, and we've done the gunfight thing ad nauseum. Last year we ended with like the big gunfight. It was really the highlight of it, and this year it'd be nice to have something completely different. And I like the way it ends. That's a little unconventional too. Although we're still fighting with Fox that wants you to shoot him.
That what?
That wants you to shoot Kingsley. Fox is still very big on you shooting Kingsley.
As opposed to Chunk.
Because you're the hero.
I kind of am too, but.
But I love CTU saving you. I think that's so great. And it's different. I mean, we're different, you know. What?
Shows teamwork.
Yeah, I like it. You know, the battle for you
Okay,
crawling.
well, the moment of that then
Every
is,
second, your arm's numb. It's you know.
I'd almost like to not have to go so far for the gun, but that I could still be propped up against that wall. And
I don't think. Yeah, okay.
Here's the other
So it
image
just
that-
kind of.
I mean, if we're gonna start taking from all the things we really like, that fantastic image in Private Ryan.
Yeah,
That he
yeah,
actually
it's
gets the
exactly
gun
it.
Here, he can barely move.
You know what?
He's back.
That is what it
He's
is.
back. And literally, what would be cool? First, you know, he's having such struggle. He misses. Boom. Boom. Nothing. Click. Click. Can't move.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah, I think that's fine too.
You know what I mean? But then it's boom. And Kingsley tries to take cover, realizes that I couldn't hit the side of a barn.
Yeah, I think that's great. If we put the gun even just where your hip is now, or even just slightly in where your leg is, you don't look like you have a gun. You just look like a guy having a heart attack. So that's all happening sort of without him seeing it. That way he kind of gets surprised when the gun comes up.
Yeah, okay.
That's a great beat.
It's such a paradox.
I guess it is Private Ryan, because then he does that final shot, and the shot becomes a shot from the plane instead of him.
When he actually, what I
Where he
loved
shoots the
about
tank.
it was he shoots the tank.
I
and the
love
tank
that
goes,
too. And he goes.
And this guy dies thinking, I just shot a tank with my .45. And then the
Such a great shot.
The Mustangs come in. Yeah. So now you know how we make the show. We plagiarize every really good show.
Who didn't we steal from? Well, we did bring Naked Gun up. Maybe we should look at that again.
From a production point of view, for us to actually know that there's 3 stages to this fight, to be able to, for John to actually start to thinking, okay, from these 3 stages, how am I going to start shooting it? For us to actually realize that it's going to be a much more complicated fight than a normal, that give us 2 weeks time to rehearse it. To block it out and hopefully do something that's going to be impressive enough to validate itself for the finale of this show.
Talk type, too. What type of guy it should be.
Yeah, Jack off camera.
It makes no difference to me. So it should be to the fight.
In and around, I mean, he could be a little
Yeah,
taller,
a little bigger,
slim
and yeah, exactly. Not a brute guy. No, that's what we don't. So we'll talk type with him, too, so we'll find the right guy.
Hulk Hogan would be.
Hulk Hogan would be wrong, for example.
Well, I think the show actually, I mean, our show has run a parallel, unfortunately, since the terrible day of 9/11. But we've always remained steadfast to the fact that this is a television show. It is coming out of the imagination of writers. In many cases, our show is written long in advance of when some of these horrific events have taken place. And our show actually stops becoming a parallel now. Our show is about trying to stop a war. Our country, unfortunately, is at war.
I think the war in Iraq hurt the show. That's my opinion. Bob?
I thought at first I didn't think it did, but now I'm starting to think it's because the last few episodes are about is there going to be a war or not, and in the real world, well, it's already happened.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't know if I'm tall enough.
I like to jump.
Yeah, for luck.
Yeah. I did last time.
There.
That's for luck. Part of the Coliseum. Right here is how many days you have left in the show.
Go to 2, please.
There are 15 shooting days and 2 episodes. 2 of them are gone. There they are. 13 left. And year 2 is in the can. One more right away. Don't break it up. Go to ones and shoot. What you'll see as you watch 24 are a lot of shots from behind things. There's always foreground. It always feels like someone is behind something trying to watch you. And that point of view is the audience's point of view.
Background.
Action!
This'll get you in the van. How am I gonna break through the firewall?
We don't do big crane shots. We never do shots like that. A lot of what we do is handheld, because when you walk, it has more of a kinetic feel to it. You'll rarely see a very high shot on the show. You'll very, very rarely see a very low shot on the show, because that's not a point of view that's real.
Hi, Carrie. Where are you going? I'm going out to my car. Are you leaving? No, I'm just gonna get something and come back. Is there a problem? Yeah, have you seen Chappelle? No. See, I've been looking for him everywhere.
Cut. Grid. It's really clear, and we really see it. Are you guys good on that? Because that felt great. That felt really good. Okay, good. Done deal. That wasn't your best. In fact, it was crap for you, but that's okay. Okay, so we're over here covering.
New deal. So crew's got the set. First team's back into makeup and hair and wardrobe.
We got a call.
Our show's on.
What episode is it now?
17, I think.
Because we're always working anyway when the show airs, like now. So it's just a lot easier to watch them on your own convenient time. It's funny, I learn lines actually quite quickly. As soon as I put on the wardrobe, I kind of just feel like Kim Bauer. It's so cheesy, but it's true because we have to wear the same thing all the time, so it helps a lot with character adjustments. I kind of just don't really look at the first script that I get. I kind of just skim it and then know that there's going to be a couple others that are following. So when it comes to scripts, I just focus mainly on the last one that I receive. Right now we're doing a little messy mascara and messed up makeup just because I've been through the ringer with killing scary. It's one of those things where everyone is at risk to die. So you kind of, I don't really think about it, to be honest. Yeah, I probably should. I just don't. But yeah, during the course of the season, you wonder where your character's gonna go. You know, whether it be almost bit by a cougar or death. I guess it's all the same, really.
I guess that one of the toughest challenges getting through the season is just making sure physically you keep within the continuity of it being one day. So it takes sort of 9 months to shoot, and you just you can't change your physical appearance. You can't cut your hair, or lose or gain weight, or get a tan, or lose a tan, or get braces, or get tattoos, anything like that. It is much more of a subtle nature, the acting, and what I've done is I've perfected the one expression, which I'll demonstrate. Here is my scared look. Here is my sad look. And here is my happy look. And I find the subtleties between those looks make me a good enough actor to be on 24. We can be funny, right?
So if you're at this table and you kind of see them coming, and then kind of come around. Yeah, let's do that first. Let's read through it first. Do a little read through.
Yeah, what is it?
Unfortunately, in the world of television, when you're moving as quickly as we are, we do it in a very compressed time right there and then. So the first thing you do is you bring the actors in, you just read the words so everyone just kind of gets a crack at hearing everybody else do it. You figure out a few problems with the lines, and then you start, again, very quickly deciding where everyone's going to stand, all the movement. And then once you do that a couple of times, you show it to the crew, and you light it, and you shoot it. You rehearse it a couple of times, and you shoot it. So the process is all very compressed, but everyone gets involved.
Kim, I heard what happened. You all right?
Yeah, I guess I just need to see my dad. Make sure he's okay.
Okay, well, he's not here right now. He won't be back for a couple of hours yet.
He's not here. Does he know that I'm here?
Not yet, but I'll make sure he's told when he calls in, all right? Look, in the meantime, Carrie will get you what you need. Why don't you follow her, all right?
After you've been looking.
And also this thing about sending her off with Carrie, I mean, it's really weird. It's a weird beat, and I mean,
why would he
specific? Get her some food, something specific, so that we're sending her off somewhere that's safe, that feels, because it's sort of like just,
It's been like moment after moment of not getting getting to see dad, and then here's another blow
off. We can even
off.
add an agent too.
Listen, I can even say something like,
Well,
listen,
I'll join you in a second.
I want you to follow Carrie. She's gonna get you some food, so you can just relax for a bit, okay? And we'll try to get a hold of your dad. I mean,
yeah, and but even if you say I'll be right there, that's great too. You're only stalling just so you can send her off.
That makes me feel.
If you just say that, it's even better. If we don't get the food, if it's just, Carrie will show you in there, and I'll be right there. I just have to clear something up, and I'll be right there. And then all you're doing is cutting off, giving that line, and you were going to go. You weren't going to leave her alone. You were going to make sure everything's cool. I think you're right. I think you need to address it. You've got to realize when you write a script and you write words and you write dialogue, you can imagine the way it's going to play. You can imagine the movement. You can imagine the sets. And, especially when you're on regular sets. But it always needs a little bit of adjustment. When you get there on the day, things need to be spaced out a little bit. If I need some movement, I might change a line around or move it and give it a little more space. It's all just adjusted to the day. And sometimes you find some real gems by doing that.
Miss Warner. Hi, I'm Carrie Turner.
Hi, Kate.
You must be Jack Sutter, Kim.
Where's my dad?
He's still in the field. Why don't you wait here for a moment? I'll go tell Ryan Chappelle that you're here.
I'll handle this, Carrie.
I thought you were...
I was released. Kim, I heard what happened to you. You all right?
Yeah, I guess.
Our show is probably more director dependent than any show on TV. If you look at our best episodes, they're usually done by our best directors. The writers are the same. And some stories are better than others, but directors are a really good director for us is able to find the small moments. We don't write these scripts with a lot of detail. We give the director and the actors a lot of room to find moments, and it's those small moments that really are the bread and butter of this show. When you're doing a real-time show, it's second by second what you're hoping to achieve drama in these small little micro moments. And a good director will find that, and it will have nothing to do with what's in the script.
Before she was taken away.
They brought Marie back here?
Cut. Nice. The Coliseum and the finale of the show are a little daunting. It's a big scene. We have a lot to do in 2 days. So I think every department is starting to think about it, starting to decide the things they need to do to make the work go quick, and to give me the opportunity and the actors the opportunity to get all the moments we need to really make it a spectacular ending.
What you're watching us rehearse right now is a fight sequence that's going to be in the last episode. It's very much like learning to dance. These guys block out a fight sequence. And basically, I am the weaker dance partner. Okay, so...
Nice, fluid. Nice, that's it. It's that good energy, that one. That was the one.
Nice.
Nice, nice, nice. Good.
You always want to be in control, because once you lose that, then someone's going to get hurt. So you've got to think also ahead, a move or two before the other guy is going to throw it, so you can block or execute your point of attack.
1, 2, 3. Hip throw. Elbow down. 1, 2, 3. Struggle. Lock up with me. There you go. Struggle. Bang. Bang. Disarm. Good. And run the wall. Let's walk over there. This one.
But one of the real benefits of the way our schedule worked out is that we have actually a week to take what would normally kind of be 2 hits and a knockout punch and actually make quite an elaborate fight sequence, which you rarely see in television, mainly because of the scheduling.
Bang, 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 take down. Right. Disarm. And the wall. This one.
Oh, God. Very nice.
And hopefully it will be as exciting to watch as it is tiring to do.
So you guys have me at a disadvantage tonight.
The cow is mooing.
Usually I'm getting ready for bed about this time. It is 10:30. 10:30.
45.
And the show, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 6 or 7. 6 or 7.
6 or 7 in the
6 or
morning.
7, yeah.
I have patterned
Air Force One jumps.
my presidency, if you will, to 3 individuals that I really admired. Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, and Colin Powell. I think those men together embody what I believe a president is all about.
Last year when we finished the first season and there was room that there could possibly be, that Senator Palmer could possibly be the president and African American, because that's what he is, I thought, yes, America's ready for it. Because just last year we had Halle Berry and Denzel Washington winning these Oscars, and I said, yes, why not? They were excellent, they deserve it, and my God, look, their skin color, it's of color, so what? All right, Elon.
Come on in.
The African American community, they love Sherry Palmer. They love to hate her. It's been a very positive response. We're not doing the Jeffersons here. We're doing real people who just happen to be African American, and I'm speaking of the President David Palmer and his ex-wife Sherry Palmer and their family. It feels really good to represent a group of people in the African American community that's not really represented or shown on television. You know, playing Sherry, I am never thinking that she is malicious, devious, dishonest. It really comes from a place of honesty where I have to believe everything that she does. Except it's becoming increasingly more of a challenge because she's taking me for a ride. I mean, I don't know where she's coming from half the time, but it is a lot of fun. I mean, you get to sink your teeth into it and just go for it. Things that aren't really a part of who you are. You just go for it. There's the man of the hour.
What time is your flight?
Well, right now, I missed the red eye, so I'm probably on a 6 a.m. flight.
She was going to go to Canada because she has to go to work, but she's here for me off camera, which is very important because of the the power of the scene, and I wouldn't be able to do. Well, I probably would, but it would be different if I didn't have her actually doing her lines off camera. And this is something that we do for each other during the course of the season.
President Haysbert, you got it going on.
Bless your heart. She's married, and I just want somebody that's remotely like her. You know?
See that, ladies?
You know? And,
You two could take off your makeup and look like a booger bear and have Dennis all over you. David?
I'm here, Sherry.
What have I done, David? I am so sorry. I was so angry with you. I wanted to get back at you for leaving me. I couldn't accept your rejection. I couldn't. Not after we'd come all these years together. Not after realizing that my love for you was the only thing I ever had worth having.
What you did today, what you did in the last hour, I don't know if it was for love or guilt or for any other reason, but it was very brave.
It was for you, David. And that's why I wasn't afraid. I wasn't.
For the sake of our children, I will promote your good work today to the Attorney General. Maybe that will help your defense.
David, I know that I can't repair the damage that I've done. And I know that it's probably gonna be impossible for you to forgive me, but you have to know that I did this for you.
I do.
That's the one. Cut.
I don't know if I could perform this role to my best ability if this character did not have integrity and honor. You know, I find it very hard to play. You know, because I like to think that those things are a part of myself, and I like to believe that it should be the part of any presidency. So, like I said before, you know, this is kind of a how-to performance I'm trying to give. I want to give, and also have it be real. And I think it is real, and I think it can be real. I think we can have honor in the presidency. We can have integrity. We can have a person that's is so selfless as to put the country before himself.